Now we are nearly ready to explain how to make a secure channel using algebra. So we define groups. Now on groups we consider the following problem. So we take a group G and we can use additive notation or multiplicative notation. It's easier to use multiplicative notation. So if we have two elements, G and H and G, we can multiply them. G times H belongs to G. Okay. Now we take an element in G. We can consider the powers. So we can do G to the A, where A is a number. So we can consider G, G squared, G cubed, etc. Now if we take all these powers, if G is finite, then also these powers will be finite. And actually they form a subgroup. So it's a group inside the group, a small group inside. Okay. Now the problem that we can have is the following. Given G, a G to the A, where A is a number, a G in a group, can we find A? This problem is called the discrete logarithm problem, or D-log. Discrete logarithm problem. You have G, G to the A, you want to find A. There are groups when this problem is hard, and there are groups when this problem is easy. Now, suppose that G is a group where the log is hard. What do we do now? Now we can define Diffie-Hellman. Okay, Alice and Bob. We design public. In public we design a group, G. We design an element on G. Now A chooses in secret A number. And Bob chooses B, another number. And these are secrets. Then A computes G to the A, so the powers, and send to Bob. And this happens in the public. So Eve can see the group, can see G, and can see G to the A. Now Bob does the same, computes G to the B, and sends to Alice G to the B. And also Eve can get G to the B. And now the trick. Now Alice knows A and knows G to the B. So Alice can do G to the B to the A. Bob knows B and G to the A. So Bob can do G to the A to the B. And this will be the same. So now Alice and Bob, they have a common secret. G to the B to the A or G to the A to the B, which is the same. They have a common secret. And to do that, they use A randomly created secret, and B a randomly created secret. But these secrets, They are local. Alice knows it's A, B knows it's B, and nothing else. Now, what about Eve? Eve knows everything, G, G2A, G2B, but not A, not B. So, by the D-log, if Eve can do D-log from G and GA, Eve gets A, and then gets B. With A and B, Eve gets G to the AB. But the problem is that in the group, the D-log is hard. So Eve is unable to get the common secret. This is a common secret that A and B have. So now, Alice and Bob have a common secret, and this can be the key of the block cipher, or the series cipher, or what you want. So in practice, we have an insecure channel, and now it's become secure. Because they've agreed in a secure way on something, a common secret, and you can do anything. Now, what are these groups? What are these groups? It's hard. Well, generally speaking, you can take P a prime, and you can see that ZP that we already saw, you remove 0, and you consider multiplication. Here, the log is hard. So in practice, Alex takes a number, so G is an element in ZP, so it's a number between 0 and P minus 1, A the same, A and B the same, will be between P minus 1 and 1, and it's the same, G to the A, G to the B, the same. So let's see an example, Z5. So Z5, G can be 2. So A, Alice, chooses secretly a number A equal to 2. So G to the A computes G to the A, 2 to 2, which is 4. And so it sends 4 to B. B chooses B equal 3. So he computes 2 to 3, which is 8, and sends 8. Now Alice takes 8 to A, is 8 to 2, 16, which is 1. So the secret is 1. B got 4, so 4 to 3 is 4, 3 is wait a second, no, ho sbagliato questo. Yes, it's 8, no, this is wrong, this is 8 square, which is 64, and this is 4 modulo 5, and here 4 to 3 is 64, which is again 4. So now Alice and Bob, they know a common secret, 4. What about Eve? Poor Eve knows only 8, knows 4, so 8, G to the A, no, G to the B, 4, no, yes, G to B, 4, G to the A, and then G, which is 2. What can Eve do? Nothing. The only thing that Eve can do is try to compute the powers. 2 to 1, 2. 2 to 2, 4. 2 to 3, 8. 2 to 4, 16, which is 1. Now, as you can see, when he computes 2 to 2 square, she finds 4. When she computes 2 to 3, she finds 8. However, 5 is very small. With a in the general case, with P, huge number, he can't compute all powers. Now, it's important that Alice and Bob, they choose a primitive element. G is a primitive element. Why that? Because the primitive element, all its powers are different. If you take an element that is not a primitive element, then it has only few distinct powers, and it's easy for you to guess. So in this case, 2 is primitive in Z5. However, if they choose G equal 1, then every powers will be 1, for example. That's the worst case. Or you can choose even -1. -1 square is 1. It has only 2 distinct powers. So in general, if you have that p minus 0, you can find the primitive element, and you must use that primitive element to do Diffie-Hellman exchange. This is called the Diffie-Hellman key exchange, because at the end, what you get is the common secret, and which can be used as a key for any symmetric cryptography that you want to do.